Yes, that is a mother bluebird feeding her chicks. I've been asked to share my thoughts on worship and going to church and why I do that. It's about, for me, a lot about following tradition and following the example of family and of the saintly people in my life that have shaped my life for the better.
Well, hello everyone. We're the Brewer family, talking about what it means to be church. And for me, it's all about our family here together.
Good morning, or good evening. I am Hope Brewer, and to me, to be church is for us to be the hands and feet of Christ, which is what we are trying to do during these crazy times through several different avenues and service, and really also just spending more time together as a family.
Hi, I'm Libby Brewer. I'm the firstborn of the Brewer family, and to me, being the church means supporting and doing whatever we can to still continuously help while being safe from a distance.
I'm Cameron Brewer, second born, I guess. I think it's just a community of people that believe in God, really.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Enjoy worship. We miss you all.
The question I got was, how has my view of worship changed or stayed the same since the last time we were all together in mid-March? Well, at that time, I was certainly accustomed to worshiping in large settings, large buildings, large groups of people, doing large musical things, and all of that is effective and wonderful, and I love it and I miss it. But I can definitely say with gratitude that since this time of isolation has started, I've really been enjoying taking a step back to have a more personal and individualized form of worship. What it's become is alone time, quiet time, in a small space with just me, and my Bible, maybe making some music alone. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been, I think, a good reminder that while worship can be grand and happen in big spaces with lots of people and all that other good stuff, it doesn't have to be. Worship can be small, and it can be personal. And I've, like I said, really enjoyed just having a lot of alone, still, quiet time with the Creator, just working on my bond with Him. And I've really enjoyed that. And I think that a more personalized version of worship is definitely going to continue even after we've all come back together in the church building.
I am over at the beach watching the sunrise, and wanted to let you know that I miss y'all, and I really miss Sundays. I miss the day of rest every week, but I am finding that I have tiny little Sabbaths every day. I take long walks and really enjoy the clean air and the sound of the wind and the water, birds. I look forward to getting back together soon, and hope you're all well. Bye.
I was thinking about the questions. How has the idea of going to church changed for me in the past few weeks? And also, what are my thoughts about what worship means to me? And then I thought about last weekend, my husband and I had another couple over. We stayed about 6 feet apart, and we kind of gathered around a little fire in our backyard and roasted marshmallow after marshmallow after marshmallow. And then we started talking about God, and everybody kind of expressed a little bit about what God meant to them. And we were all a little bit, or even some of us, a lot different in our thoughts that we talked about. But it didn't really seem to matter to me that at all, that our thoughts were different. It felt really warm and connected, and just the idea that we were all kind of seeking what God meant to us felt like worship and church to me. I think worship is when I'm a little more intentionally connected to God, when He's kind of more in the forefront of my mind instead of the back of my mind. And church is about community, when I can do that with other people. So I think those are really good questions. Those are really good questions right now, when worship and church are different than what I'm used to.
Evening. For the past several weeks, the Outreach Committee has been presenting information on how to help charities in our local community during this pandemic. Tonight, I would like to tell you about an organization, Mission of Hope Rotifunk Hospital, that supports our neighbors far away in the Bombay district of Sierra Leone, West Africa. Mission of Hope provides financial assistance to the Rotifunk Hospital in order that families living in the Bombay district are able to receive quality health care, especially pregnant mothers. The Madonna Project, begun in January 2020 and funded by Mission of Hope, provides free health care for expectant mothers and their babies, from the first ultrasound to the hospital discharge, with a healthy newborn and a bag of rice for the family in hand. The battle against COVID-19 in Sierra Leone is just beginning. In Rotifunk, because fresh water is scarce, communications and travel are not easy, and the cost of a bag of rice, the country's food staple, has doubled in the past few days, the fight against the virus will be even more challenging. Mission of Hope is already helping to prepare the hospital for any outbreak that might occur in the village. If the virus does reach Rotifunk, the effects will likely be tragic. We ask you to consider a donation to Mission of Hope, especially in support of the Madonna Project, as we celebrate Mother's Day on May 10. You can give online or on the app and select Mission of Hope, or by mailing a check to Wrightsville United Methodist Church with Mission of Hope on the memo line to P.O. Box 748, Wrightsville Beach, 28480. Thank you so much.
Hi, it is a pleasure to join you in worship today. My name is Reverend Joy van Staalduinen, and I am joining you from across the pond in Rotterdam, Netherlands, which is just south of Amsterdam. If you are like me, then you are over it. You are tired of being cooped up in your house, and you're ready to get back and hug your friends and love on your friends. I'm ready to buy a fancy coffee and sit and chat. But the world isn't ready, and we need to respect our healthcare workers and all those on the front lines. So I was on a prayer walk, and the Lord reminded me of the way Jesus taught us how to pray. And as part of the Lord's Prayer, we hear, "Give me this day my daily bread." So I started thinking about all of the things that I want to get back to and the things that I'm scared of. And I'm reminded that Jesus is my daily bread. So I'm going to read a litany that I wrote, and feel free to say along with me, "Give me this day my daily bread." I'm sad because my spouse and I have already missed a trip to Paris and canceled an upcoming trip to Italy. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear because I don't know when this will be over and I can reschedule things. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear that I won't get to take a birthing class before my due date. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear that there will be a second peak and I won't get to have my spouse in the delivery room. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear that people all over the world are suffering from food insecurity and they don't have anywhere to turn. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear for the collapse of our economy. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear that not having an end in sight will lead us all into a chronic depression. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear that opening up too early will cause even more death. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear for our healthcare professionals who go into battle every single day, not knowing if they'll live or die. Give me this day my daily bread. I fear for all of our small businesses who have had to permanently close their doors. Give me this day my daily bread. You see, God doesn't promise that it won't be hard, and this is why Jesus invites us to take each day for what it is. We just have to get through today. We can ask again tomorrow. For now, let's stay home and ask God to give us this day our daily bread. Thank you for allowing me to join you in worship, and tot ziens.
Now join me in the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done,
on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Sometimes we make it complicated. Sometimes we try to fancy it up. But all you need for church, God's people, God's Word, a little joy, a lot of generosity, a little bread, and a little wine.
Let us break bread together on our knees. Let us break bread together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Let us drink wine together on our knees. Let us drink wine together on our knees. When I fall on my knees with my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. Let us praise God together